Buenos días, mis estudiantes. Hoy es jueves, es el 26 de marzo 2020 y hoy vamos a hablar del futuro otra vez y vamos a hacer una actividad de escuchar, ¿ok? Abran los libros a página 136 y vamos a repasar el futuro. Muy bien. Okay, so we're going to do a listening activity first. I'm going to review the simple future very briefly and sort of compare it to the present, which I haven't done because that's what you're going to be doing in this listening activity. Okay? So, just a quick review. Present tense. We'll put it on this side. This is everything that you have done in class up until this week, where we learned the simple future. So it's when you conjugate your verbs, you make them agree with the subject, changing the endings, o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Okay? So for example, yo estudio. I study. Present tense. It's happening right now. Ellos cantan. They sing. Okay? Present tense. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. This is what's happening right now. Ella baila. I'm using the same verbs. I gotta get creative here. She dances. Okay? So this is present tense. Simple future is when you say not what you're doing right now, but what you're going to do in the future, okay? So instead of yo estudio, I study, what you're saying now in the future is I'm going to study. Yo voy a estudiar. Notice you do not conjugate the infinitive, you conjugate ir, okay? Yo voy a estudiar. I'm going to study. I study, I'm going to study. Present, future. Okay, does that make sense? Ellos cantan, they sing. Ellos van a cantar. They are going to sing. They sing, they are going to sing. Present, future. And then the last one, ella baila, she dances. She's going to dance. Ella va a bailar. She's going to dance. Okay? Lots of times, present refers to not just what you're doing right now, but what you do all the time. For example, I teach Spanish. So that is true today, right now, but it's something that's happening in the present for me all the time. I will teach math is very much future. Real hustle, a lie. Not going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to teach math, future. I teach, even if I'm not doing it right now today, it is present tense because it's something that is continually happening in my life. So sometimes the present tense can be really general about things that you do on a regular basis, whereas simple future are events that are going to happen, that have not happened yet at all. Okay? So we're going to do a listening activity right now, and we're going to do number 27 on page 136. Página 136, actividad 27. Okay? And number 1 through 8 on a separate sheet of paper. And here it says, say whether Roberto or Nora are talking about plans for the weekend or things they do every weekend. So plans for the weekend is going to be simple future. What I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to go to the mall on Saturday. I am going to stay in my house because of coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. And then present would be the things that you do every weekend. Like, on the weekends, I read my book. On the weekends, I make dinner. Even if I'm not doing it right now, it is ongoing action. It's more generalized present tense action, okay? So what you're going to do for this listening activity is you're going to try to hear, are you hearing present tense in your verb, estudio, or are you hearing the simple future? Voy a estudiar. Okay? So I'm going to say each sentence. There are 8 of them, so number 1 through 8. And if you think you hear the simple future, you write A. And if you think you hear the simple or the present, you write B. If you want to just write future or present, that's fine too. So A is simple future, B is present tense. Okay. I will say each sentence once, and then you can rewind and listen to it as many times as you want to, okay? Número 1. Los fines de semana yo hablo español con mi familia. Número 2. El domingo voy a cantar a la iglesia. Número 3. Los sábados, cuando hace buen tiempo, mi familia siempre pasea por el parque. Número 4. Este fin de semana voy a estudiar matemáticas. Número 5. El sábado ellos van a ir al centro comercial a las 11. Número 6. Los fines de semana yo dibujo para la clase de arte. Número 7. Los domingos mi familia y yo jugamos a los juegos de mesa. Y número 8. Este fin de semana tú vas a descansar en tu casa porque el coronavirus. Have a good day. See you later. Oh, and the last thing. So listening activities order. The last thing is your first summative is going to be due Monday. I will post it. It is the ir plus a plus the infinitive project. It's very similar to the Tener K project or the Tener project where you have to find pictures and then write a sentence. This time, instead of using a Tener phrase, you're going to use a simple future. So read the instructions. I will post a separate piece of paper that has that on. That will be due Monday. Several of you have not done the Tener project yet. So if you have not given that to me, you got to get that done too. Okay? Those are summatives. Those count towards your grade. Let's get it done. Okay? If you have questions, post a comment on this video or on the Ir Plus A project, or just send me an email. Whatever works. Okay? Thanks. Have a great day. Adios, mis estudiantes.